Hello YouTube. Haven't put out a video in quite some time. My apologies for that. So this is the unboxing of my Dartmoor 48 quart. It says car refrigerator. And I'm going to take note that it says keep the fridge sitting on its bottom for at least 24 hours before first used. And obviously there's a precautionary never stand on its side. It's written in both directions so that you can't miss it. So I'm going to get this out of the box and then get right back to you. This is the en route opening part of the video. This was nicely covering that. As you can see, it proudly says Dartmoor right there. And now I'm going to get it physically out of the box. I need to learn how to do one of those little editing videos.
Snap fingers, and now it's out of the box.
Okay, so this is what you get coming out of the box. As you can see, you got your drain down there. You got your handy dandy bottle opener right there. This handle pops out for carrying it. One thing that I did notice, once you get a hold of it, it rolls really easily. When you set it down, despite the fact that part of it's still on rollers, it really doesn't want to scoot. So you have to, when they actually got the angle of the rear wheels perfect, so as soon as you pick up, it becomes light as a feather. But whenever you know, it doesn't want to scoot if it's not on those rear wheels, which is perfect. I've not plugged it in yet because, again, we're waiting 24 hours. This is just the unboxing part. Obviously, these are your AC to DC. Okay, so this is going to be into your unit. And this is your DC cord and your owner's manual. Okay, so that's about all the features I can show you right now until I wait 24 hours, which I am going to do. There will be the controls that light up whenever I plug it in, which again is going to be in 24 hours. Peace out. And we are back. It's 24 hours later. I have had a chance to look this thing over quite a bit and noticed that the way this is designed, if you do spill something on this, it has a chance to go and come over the side and not flow into the direction of your handle. I also noticed that in the front, if you were to take this to the beach or something, you might have the opportunity to get sand down in these little skids. However, I looked and they actually have some Phillips head screws that you take out and you can remove this, dust it off, clean it, put it back. There's 3 of them, you're good to go. I did wait the 24 hours. It was a long wait. I have some things in here that I'm going to test. It came with the doors in the other direction. However, it does say here and on the reciprocating side over there to wait 24 hours, which I have done now at this point. Getting the doors back on, slide it in there, pop it down, and you're good to go. It does have a ridiculously long DC cable, which is what we're going to test this out on. I did read the brochure, manual, whatever you want to call it. This is for your AC charger. And this is going to plug in here. Guess it goes this direction. There. Good. I do want to say, I did notice, and I'm going to mention this again, the way they have the lift point on this is just as soon as you begin lifting, those wheels engage and allow it to roll really, really easily. And it really does not want to slide going back and forth. The only thing that I have noticed that it does not have that would have been nice is if it had some anchor points to where if you were in a side-by-side or a ATV or the back of a van or something like that, you could have some anchor points to strap it down with. Really, the only way you can do that now is to put the straps over here, which inevitably is going to capture your doors. So to power this with and to turn it on, we are going to be using my Blue Eddy AC 200 Max. Give a shout out to Blue Eddy. And I'm going to plug this in. There we are. The lights come on. And we hit the power button, hold it in for 2 seconds, and we're already on. I do notice this seems to be really much a touch screen, and you don't have to actually physically dig in to get it to work. You can hear it. And so we are going to max is -8. Okay, I had to go back and do some research. So you hold down the plus and the set at the same time to unlock it. And then from there you can hit max. So max on this refers to the max versus economy mode. It does not refer to the battery usage. That's an independent function, however handy. If you notice your battery's getting low, you can toggle back and forth. And then you can toggle, you could do Fahrenheit or Celsius. We're in Tennessee, so we're doing Fahrenheit. Max is on the battery, and that's high. You can toggle back and forth between low, medium, and high. That's if it detects that your power source is starting to get low. We're using the Blue Eddy, so we're not worried about that. Initial startup wattage was about 45 watts. I do want to point out that just initial startup. While we're waiting, I will add it's only been about 15 minutes, and we're already down to 49 and 46 respectively on the coolers. But here is some information on the other products they have. They have the 36 liter, the 45 liter, which is what mine is, and then they have the 55 liter. All of them have the same DC capabilities. Looks like they move up about 5 watts per 10 liters. Your charging cables, it looks like they're all the same. Your DC input output seems to be all the same. Refrigerant is all the same. There's all your AC adapters. Your net weight. Mine is the 45 liter with wheels. It's 37 pounds. The 38 quart is with wheels is 36 and a half, 35 and a half. And then the Big Daddy, the 55 liter with wheels, is respectively less than 39 pounds. So, and then of course you got your weight of your food items on top of that. That is your manual. A lot of information there. I did read it. I will say, when I've got it up here now just because it makes it easier to film, but I had it on the floor. I sat on this thing. I'm about 210 pounds, and I sat on it. I didn't feel any give. It was all comfortable. They're probably not supposed to do that, so you did not hear it from me. This is my hand. Going over here, I want to compliment them on these handles. When I initially grabbed this handle, for about a half a second, I honestly thought this was metal. I mean, it was really, really hardy. So yeah, it's got a good. My hands are decent size. I can get all my fingers in there and slide them back and forth. There's not flex there. I don't feel this body panel giving or flexing in any kind. It really is impressive. There's a reciprocating handle on this side. So yeah, those are some features and some bragging points I wanted to point out on this while we're waiting on it to cool down. And in the time it's taken me to say that, we're already down a couple more degrees. I'll see you in another 7 degrees. Okay, it's been 30 minutes. This one is now down to 50. This one is the big cooler, freezer unit, compartment. And this one on the left is for the smaller compartment. I have figured that out since we've been, oh, looky here, man, we have to jump. I have a hypothesis as to the discrepancy in the two temperatures. Last night, I put these 2 liters, again, shout out Pepsi Zero, in here off of the floor, room temperature. And these walls, make no mistake, are really, really cold. Does it have anything in the bottom? No. And the bottom is just the floor, so your cooling coils are all around the side, but they are all around the sides. It's actually a cute little light. These I put in out of my refrigerator last night, so these were already cold last night. So I'm thinking this may accidentally, inadvertently be some bragging rights onto the insulation properties of these compartments, because I do remember whenever I first started this video, the cans were much cooler than the 2 liters. And that was, believe it or not, left over, I guess, from last night. We have settled in at 45 watts DC out. We're putting out 13.5 volts on the Blue Eddy AC 200 Max. I am loving this unit. Shout out to Blue Eddy. And we really haven't affected our percentage at all because I'm using the DC. I haven't hooked the AC cord up to this because it's just a waste. You're going from DC battery to the AC inverter to a brick that converts it back into DC and then plugs it into there. It's a waste of electricity or a waste of sunlight because I'm doing all this off solar. So there's that. I'm going to wrap this video up. Oh, I will say this. This is a really, really solid unit. I mentioned earlier about sitting on it and it not even budging, not even a whisper. I am really impressed with just how solid built this. I don't know what this stuff is made of, but man, you could make a tank out of that thing. It's ridiculous. So well constructed. Give me a shout out in the comments if you want to see a 1-month follow-up video. What I'm planning to do is to load this down with stuff in my freezer and use this as a freezer unit, because my freezer is a weak link in my chain on my solar endeavors and what I've got going on here with my Blue Eddy. So I want to use the DC on this because since it sips the wattage compared to the wall outlets, I want to get one of my freezers downloaded into this and in my refrigerator, and cut that unit out altogether. So I will be loading this thing up, both bays, with venison and a few other things for my freezer. If you want to see the follow-up video on that, give me a shout out in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I have 30 subscribers. I'm so proud of you guys. Tell your friends, share the videos, do all the good things, and I will see you in the next video. Again, this was my unboxing and my review of the Dartmoor 48 quart, 45 liter refrigerator freezer, dual zone with the wheels. All the good things. I got this on eBay in February of 2025, and it was $179.99, I think. Anyways, long story short, well worth the money. I will be doing a follow-up video if you guys want to hear it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Auto Parts 04.